All right. The name says Coach Dave. I guess that's me. The other name says Accordion Cool, so I guess that's the show. We're here again. Yes, we are. I'm so happy to be so. That first tune, you probably have heard me do it several times, from a movie called Breakfast at Tiffany's in 1961, written by Henry Mancini. Now, you may have said, gee, Coach Dave, that sounded a little different than how I remember it from the movie. Well, yeah, it was. If you're a frequent watcher, you know, generally Coach Dave doesn't do any waltzes. I mean, waltzes are nice, I keep telling you that, but they're just too dainty. You can't mess with them. And so, Moon River, originally written as a waltz. Nay, not on Accordion Cool. So Moon River in 4/4 time. Henry Mancini was spinning in his grave. Now we got a little theme for today's show, which is why I played Moon River, even though I've played it many times on the show. All the songs we're doing today, and you probably heard most of them, but hey, you know, my show, my rules, have a moon theme or a moon in their titles. So the first one, Moon River. Second one, 1933. Now this is kind of interesting. This song was written in 1933. Nice tune. Lots of people did it. Around 1953 or so, sometime in the 1950s, a movie came out called Picnic. And there was a song in the movie, written for the movie called, Picnic. And they actually did Picnic. Are they saying that? Picnic with this song I'm going to play is sort of a medley. So the song I'm going to play got new resurrection because of this movie, and everybody thought that it was the theme from Picnic, but no, Picnic was the theme from Picnic. this song from 1933. Nice little tune, Moon Glow. Here we go. Moon Glow, not the theme from Picnic. Moon Glow, 1933. Nice little tune. I don't play that tune enough. I just play it once in a while, but there's so many great tunes. You know, you do a gig, it's 3 hours, and all of a sudden, wait a minute, I didn't play that one. I forgot to play that. You know, there's just so many tunes to play. Oh, so many tunes, so little time. I'll stop whining and go to our next song. Now, I've told this story, I know, many times, but I think, you know, every song has a story. And I think this is the coolest story of all the songs. And if you've heard it before, just, you know, go get a sandwich or something. But this tune was written in 1934 by great songwriting duo, Rodgers and Hart. You've heard me mention them many times. Several tunes that I've played that anything goes, tunes like that. They wrote all those great tunes. So they got hired to write a tune for a movie, going to star Mae West. Who's Mae West, Coach Dave? Well, Mae West was one of the actresses of the time. She was a little, let's say, maybe a little risque and a little bawdy, but for that time, risque and bawdy is, for today, normal. So she was 50 years, 60 years, 70, oh boy, a lot of years ahead of her time. So they wrote the tune. People that doing the movie loved it. All of a sudden, the directors and producers got together one day and said, let's make a slapstick comedy out of this movie instead of, you know, what we were going to do. Okay, brought the tune back, tune were on the shelf. All right. A year later, fellow comes in and says, you know, I got this project. He says, and I've heard about this great tune that you guys had. And I'd love to use it, but except for one little thing, you know, would you mind rewriting the lyrics and the words? And they said, no, Lorenz Hart, he was the lyricist. No, fine, I'll do it. Guy took the tune. A couple months later, he's back. Geez, I'm sorry, the whole project fell through. Back on the shelf. Another year goes by. There's a knock. You know where I'm going with this, right? This happened 2 other times. Finally, this fellow comes in and says, look, he says, I got a great idea for you. Yeah, we know. And, if there's only one little, I know, new lyrics. But, if you don't mind. Well, this time it stuck. It stuck, became one of the all-time biggest songs. Everybody, even Elvis recorded this song. Now, there is a recording out there somewhere of it done as a rock song, and it should stay way out there, a long way away. So here we go. Boy, that was a long time getting into this tune, a little tune called Blue Moon. Whatever titles it had before it became Blue Moon. Well, that was written in 1934 originally. I don't know how many years it was that it took it to get to Blue Moon, but next to 1940 from some kind of review. Now, I don't know what the difference is between a review and a play, but it wasn't a play, it was a review. So obviously the reviews for the review weren't too good because I never heard of the review, but the song did survive. Great guitar player named Les Paul. He had a wife who was a vocalist, Mary Ford. And Les Paul was like eons ahead of his time as far as electronics and technology. And what he used to do was he would play the guitar, Mary Ford would sing. And then he would play that track back, and she would sing a harmony to what she sang. Then he'd play it back again, and she would sing a third part. So by the time he was through, there was a guitar, and it sounded like it was three ladies, but nay, it was all Mary Ford. He did some great tunes like that, and this particular song was one of the ones they did and had a big hit on. So a little tune for 1940. Well, actually, if this was a Jeopardy question, okay, you know how they show you the answer, you can ask the question on Jeopardy. Remember Jeopardy? It's still on. The answer would be 240,000 miles. Anybody here in the anybody know what? No, nobody knows. The question would be the name of the song. How High the Moon? Oh God, I got it to the. Oh gee. All right, let's play the song. 240,000, no, I'm sorry, How High the Moon, How High the Moon. Well, this next tune is a pretty tune. I haven't done it a lot, also from 1940. And this song, if you hear some squeaks and squawks, the chords in this song don't really make sense, but they fit, if you know what I'm saying. So a lot of times you should be moving to a particular chord, but you're moving to a different one because it makes sense for this song. So like I said, if you hear some squeaks and squawks, it's in your set. That's what the problem is. But this song was Frank Sinatra's first hit, if any of you were around to remember that, 1940. Pretty tune called Polka Dots and Moonbeams.
Polka dots and moonbeams. Well, we're getting down towards the end of our time to our last tune here. And with the same idea as the first tune we played today, Started Life as a Waltz, Nay, Nay, Nay. Written in 1954, the original title was In Other Words. In other words, it was a waltz. Then a fellow named Frank Sinatra, that's his name. Yeah, Frank Sinatra got a hold of the tune in 1964. And you know, old Frankie, tough guy Frankie, he's not going to do any of those silly pansy waltzes. So he did it in 4/4 time, and that's when the hit happened. Big, big hit. In fact, the great Corey Pesatoro, who hopefully in the next few weeks will be on with me again, one of the times he was on before, we did this tune, and I told that story. And Corey, of course, being the young whippersnapper that he is, had never heard it as a waltz, had only heard it in the 4/4 time that, of course, everybody hears it in now, and we're going to play it in today. Fly me to that 240,000 moon. Here we go.
All right, fly me to the moon. We got to fly right on out of here. So I want to thank y'all for watching and listening and tuning in today. Hope you enjoyed our little moon tribute. I know some of the tunes I played before. There may be one or two in there you might not have heard me do before. So once again, Coach Dave saying, well, let's fly out of here.